The knit stitch is the basic stitch to learn when you start knitting. It's used in most projects and is the basis of many techniques. Now that you have your stitches cast on your needle, we can start knitting. So the first thing to know is that knitting works by moving and knitting stitches from one needle to another, and that's how your work gets bigger. That said, let's make a little explanation here. There are two main ways of knitting, the continental style and the English style. The main difference is how you hold the needles and the working yarn. This tutorial is based on the English style, so let's see how to position the needles. To understand better this step, let's turn the camera. In this method, the empty needle goes under the right arm, and the needle with the stitches goes to the left hand. The yarn is held with the right hand. And this is how it looks to knit and transfer the stitches onto one needle to another. Now that is clear, let's continue. To start knitting, let's position the needles first. The empty one goes under your right arm, and the one with the stitches goes to your left hand. When it's done, it's time to start transferring and knitting the stitches onto our right needle. It's important that our index fingers help us secure the stitches so they don't run away from the needles. The first stitch are always a little bit tricky, but let's do it slowly. Insert the right needle into the first stitch from bottom to top, like this. Grab the yarn, attach it to the ball, and wrap it around the right needle from back to front. Pull the yarn down and secure with your finger. Gently bring the left needle up and remove it from the stitch. Now the stitch is placed on the right needle. Again, insert the right needle into the next stitch on the left needle, from bottom to top, like this. Grab the yarn with your right hand and wrap it around the right needle from back to front. Push the yarn down and secure with your finger, and then bring the left needle up and remove it from the stitch. Yes, perfect. Now let's talk about how to hold the yarn. As a beginner, you can hold the yarn like this, or you can use the standard way. Take the yarn with your small finger, turn your hand, and then wrap it around your index finger. Again, with the small finger you wrap it, take the yarn with your small finger, turn your hand, and then wrap it around your index finger. If this way feels too difficult, no worries, stick to the beginner grip. Let's knit a few more stitches. Insert the right needle into the stitch on the left needle from bottom to top. Wrap the yarn around the right needle from back to front. Push it down and secure it with your finger and gently bring the left needle up and out. One more time. Insert the needle into the stitch, like this. Grab the yarn from back to front, push it down and bring the left needle up and out. We keep doing the same until all the stitches are on the right needle. Try not to pull the yarn too much so the stitches don't become too tight. But don't worry, tension is something you learn with practice. Now you have just finished your first line, which in knitting we call it row. On the second row, we have to do the same. Move and knit the stitches into the empty needle. Now, turn your work and position the needle as before. Needle with the stitches in your left hand, empty needle under your right arm, and repeat the same steps as the first row. Insert the right needle into the first stitch on the left needle from bottom to top, like this. Grab the yarn, wrap it around the right needle from back to front, pull it down, secure with your finger and gently bring the left needle up and remove it. Let's do it again. Insert the right needle into the stitch from bottom to top, grab the yarn, wrap it around the right needle from back to front, pull the yarn down, then bring the left needle up and out. And one last time. Insert the needle into the stitch, wrap the yarn from back to front, pull it down, secure it with your finger and bring the left needle up and out. Repeat this until the end of the row. Good! You've just finished to knit your second row. Now, continue knitting row after row until your piece reaches the length you want. This is how it looks after a few rows. The garter stitch is the result of knitting the knit stitch in every row.